All right, guys and gals, this one admittedly is going to be all over the place because we started this so long ago, but here is the intro to the 4th of July special. There's so much involved in this. I wanted to build an intro for it, but you're getting videos from way back. Right now, today, currently, it's July 2nd, and I'm on my way to Frisco, which you'll hear more about down the road. But we're going to go check out this restaurant right quick. Anyway, lots of stuff in this particular series, episode, whatever you want to call it. So here's the intro. Let's get into it. Let's see where all this takes us. Guys, so you know we're putting on lights. We got Heath with us from East Texas Truck Collision. He did a spray out for us. We're gonna look at that. How do you feel about it?
I like the color.
Okay, so
we're fine.
We're gonna flip this around and show you what that looks like. And there we are. That's their spray out. How many days did it take y'all to match that? Just a couple, huh? Since I've been there, because there was a weekend.
There's some hours in it.
Yes.
But when you're talking a truck that's, I mean, we're talking 20 something, all close to 20 years.
20, yeah, pretty close to 20 years.
I think it was 09. I don't know the exact date, but I'm pretty sure it was 2009 era when this truck was done. So.
And just so people don't know, you've built what, 2 or 3 trucks for Southern now?
So Heavy Artillery was our first big build for Southern way back in the day. It was somewhere around 2010. Somewhere around there. And then we did the original Cocaine, which I just saw that you come out with Cocaine 2.0.
Yeah, we've had it for a little bit.
Yes,
yeah.
I saw a video actually this morning.
Today, I did post that today. I've been trying to find it for 2 weeks.
I don't even know where the original Cocaine truck is.
No, it got sold. It's somewhere, yeah. So, but yeah, so y'all did those 2 and then did a lot of work for...
we do a lot of y'all's wrecks. And,
yes.
And I'll be honest with you, most all of y'all's wrecks are not your drivers running into stuff. It's cars and other trucks running into your stuff.
Yeah, we've had a few. So, anyway, he always does a good job. Y'all go check him out. East Texas Truck Collision. He's knocking us out here. So we're going to get this. This will be a part that you'll see on the 4th of July makeover is what I'm going to call it. So, all right, we'll see you in a few weeks, man.
Heck yeah, we're going to make it work.
Yep, 10-4. All right, so I don't even know what segment this is going into, but I have never really driven one of these, especially not with the flat top or small bunk, and it has air ride on the front. Kelderman air ride at that. So we're going to give it a whirl. Help these guys out. The show's over. We're all done. They need a little bit of help. They let us borrow a car all week, so we're going to help them get some stuff back home. And I volunteered to drive this, so let's go. So not gonna lie, a little weird there's no hood or that you can't really see it, but drives pretty good overall, so it's got that going for it. 386 Peterbilt. On today's episode, As the World Turns. No, I'm just kidding. We are in Purcell, Oklahoma, home of Barrett Traders factories right there. They're building them literally right inside that building right there. We're dropping this off. You know, we've had a few problems with a little small wiring issue, which is all just some crazy stuff that happened, but they're working on fixing that up. So we're dropping the trailer off. We were set up to drop it off here, so they have it until next week to remedy the problem. We think we have a anti-lock brake line wiring system, so they're going to put a brand new harness in it, front to back. So they needed a little bit of time to do that. It didn't really work out for the show schedules with us, but this time we've got time to drop it off and leave it. We're going to talk about the truck just a little bit in a minute for this special YouTube edition. So we're gonna put our handy dandy gloves back in here so we have them next time we hook up. Anyway, dropping her off. Tuesday morning, headed to Red Devil ultimately to get rinsed off right quick, but we're gonna run through the shop. We broke a bolt, so we're gonna get them to fix that right quick. Assess our oil leak situation, and then I don't know who that was, but they were friendly. They honked. Assess our oil situation, which I pretty much know the situation. We'll talk about that more later. Get rinsed back off, and then we're running into East Texas Truck Collision. This is the last time you're going to see it like this. So, what little video we do today. I am going to go ahead and reshoot. I shot a video in Oklahoma, but it didn't really turn out. It's too windy, so we'll reshoot that today. Anyway, let's go. So that's what came out of the can. Straight oil. All right, so about the catch can. You saw the oil that came out of the catch can. We basically have a jug with the hole cut in it, slid up over the blow by, held on by a rubber, a bungee cord, and it is catching what's coming out of the blow by. It's only doing this occasionally. Everybody agrees that it's something. There's a ring stuck. It's turning. I don't know. There's a lot of different theories about what's going on. Could be an air compressor issue, pumping air into the engine, pushing it out, but it only does it every once in a while, and the temperature and the oil pressure seem to change just a little bit, so we really feel like it's a ring piston cylinder issue. It's not doing enough to tear off into it. We don't really know what we would find if we tore off into it, so we're just kind of feeling it out. It only does it when it's in a really hard pull. Now, that being said, we're not even loaded. We're just pulling an empty cow trailer, but the wind was blowing pretty bad, so it was doing some work, if that makes sense. So ultimately, the truck has just set a lot, you know, so we're definitely thinking that's part of the issue. But anyway, let's flip around. I'll show you what's up. So you can see the oil on it here. It basically got all down the frame. You can see there, it spidered up the fenders. Everything underneath is basically trashed. It was dripping off the front of the steps and the mud flap and stuff, which seems like a lot, but that's really not a lot of oil. But anyway, you saw what came out of the catch can. We put the catch can back in. We're going to revisit it a little bit. We have this set up to go some places, so I'm going to continue on with my plans doing that. This is out of my control. I'm going to focus on what I can control. So let me tell you about what we're doing. We need to pull up because the line's moving. We're going to get this oil washed off of here for one. All right, so we talked about the oil and everything. Let's talk about the breathers and what we're doing and why and all that, okay? I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm talking about these right here. Let's get into it. Flip the camera around and show you. All right, here we go. So the breathers, nothing wrong with these breathers. I don't like the top. To me, this painted looks really good. It flows, but here it gets weird. And this needs to be brown, maybe. I don't know. We needed to chop them. These aren't the easiest ones in the world to chop. They don't really look that good once you do chop them. So was it even worth it? You know what I mean? There was a lot of discussion, but ultimately this has a laminate on it, and you can see the line right here. I think you can. So they laminated these to help with rock chips and stuff, which is great. However, through time, you can see, I think you can see, it looks like there's a big scratch right here. It's just a crack in that laminate because it's pulling a little bit on top of the paint. This side is really bad. There's a mark right here, a mark right there, mark there, mark there. This has a mark in it, mark here, and it's just where this laminate's getting old. I mean, you can really see that one there. It looks like a big scratch. So ultimately, what we're doing here is we're changing to the different style breathers. So these are strapless, obviously, which was cool at the time, but we're running straps on our air tanks and our fuel tanks, so it kind of doesn't fit the motif of the truck. Plus, I think the clamps might look good just breaking it up a little bit. So we're going to put those older style with the Devo tops. We have a set of the very hard to get Dynaflex tops, and that fixes a lot of problems. First of all, it fixes this weird no paint area. So we have the chrome top, okay? It's going to get it dropped down. This screen here doesn't match our screen for our stacks, which is kind of bothering me, so it fixes that problem. The paint, we get to fix these problems, and ultimately, it's a shorter breather. It's going to let this pinstripe line really pop, and I think the top one too, so it's just going to open that area up a little bit and let that stripe breathe a little bit more, is my hope. We did get new brackets for the front because we've got to cut them a couple inches here, so we got a brand new set of those here. I'll talk about those in just a second. These are the 4-stake ones. I love these. They're a really wide panel, and they just screw into the side right there. You don't mount them in behind the breather. They actually go into that your cab panel there and screw in. So we got a brand new set of those. Let's look at those. They're right here. So there those are, unpainted. Big shout out to Chrome Shop Mafia. So they sent me a set of these. We ordered them 3 weeks ago. I got busy, and I'm like, hey man, I haven't seen these parts, and they're like, they were delivered. They supposedly went to JTX. Nobody at JTX saw them. They just got lost somehow or something. I personally think they're probably at JTX somewhere, and they're going to show up at some point. But anyway, I called 4-State, they overnighted this set. We have a new set. They've already painted all the breathers, I think. They painted this piece for us. We painted a couple huck rivets for back here in the back, and we have some brown ones coming, and we're going to put those plates in that go in here. So we talked about that. That's one of the finishing touches. And then we also, I painted these we ordered a new set of these right here, and I painted these the tan color. I just think that kind of makes it pop from the front. So we'll be changing those out. We do have a set of LED bulbs to go in those as well that we'll be changing out while we're changing stuff out. But that's kind of the project right now that we're trying to get done. We're also figuring out this oil issue. If I have a major oil engine issue, I could haul this truck to shows. I want to run it as the combo with the cow trailer. We dropped the cow trailer off. It's in Purcell, Oklahoma, getting things fixed on it. It's probably going to be done by the end of the week, and we'll go grab it with another truck. But we're taking this to East Texas Truck Collision today to get those pieces put on. We did also paint, don't think I talked about it, but we did also paint this piece here, the lifetime chrome piece that goes there, and we'll put that on there. So there's a rundown of what we're doing and why, and you'll see the finished product towards the end of the video. Tuesday before 4th of July. So that's what we're dealing with right now. We're trying to get in here and get washed, get all this oil off of it, get it clean, so when it goes down to East Texas Truck Collision, they can have it somewhat clean with not a bunch of oil on it. So let's go. All right, guys and gals, we are on the way to East Texas Truck Collision for the final makeover on the truck. I feel like one step's not going to get done, nothing to do with them. We're actually waiting on someone else. But, yeah, that's kind of where I got the truck washed up, got most of the oil off of it. It's very windy today. Last 2 days have been very windy across Texas and Oklahoma. We got her bucket back on, emptied out. We don't think it's smitting out again now, but this little trip will give us a pretty good judge on whether it is or not. Oh, soon enough. Right now we got it fixed up and pushed back up. Let's finish the rest of this trip out. All right, guys, you already know East Texas truck collision, Henderson, Texas. Last time you're going to see that looking like that. So we're going to meet up with them right quick and talk about it right quick. Truck looks really good from getting back from Red Devil. Got all the oil washed off of it, so that's a good thing. Typical East Texas, got a big old pine tree here, big tall pine tree, bunch of pine cones on the ground. But yeah, there she is. Let's go in here and see if we can find heat. Just for kicks, here's your one last look. Bye-bye breathers. An ugly window. So Jaron, you just picked me up from dropping the truck off at East Texas Truck Collision. Since we're in Henderson, I don't see any reason we shouldn't do lunch at Tio Juanita's.
Oh, I think we should.
Yeah, I think we should too. We're gonna do it. Let's go. On a scale of 1 to 10, that place is not. It's probably a 10 for me.
I'm gonna say a 9.
9.
I mean, it's good.
Okay.
I need to come down and try some more food, see what else they got.
We'll leave the rating until next time. Good enough for lunch today. What are we gonna go do now? We got a lot of work to do, so we're gonna go try to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We really got shit to do, actually. Oh shit, this is still recording. Okay, so we didn't know this, but it was gonna take. Have you seen the Austin Powers movie? That's what we just did to get out of here. It was
but
a 40,
I actually got out.
We did get out. We didn't need anything. So anyway, perfect. Great. 2 hours later. As we're back, what are we doing at Red Devil so late? Well, we're taking a friend out to eat. Here's said friend right here. He's gonna park it up right quick, and we're gonna go grab something to eat right fast. Something we do here, we take people out. You never know, we're gonna break down in his part of the world, so we're gonna take care of him when he's in our part of the world. Anyway, Red Devil late here. Checking it out. Check out the ride. If you know, you know. Sneak peek on this unit, running it up to Red Devil to do a little polishing on it. We're going to do a big photo shoot with this truck. This is kind of our first feature truck of the year. So, need it looking real sharp for that photo shoot and roller. So we're going to get them to polish up. It's a brand new truck, but as you know, the tank polish sometimes lacks a little bit to be desired. So we're going to touch that up. So we're looking right. Well, everybody's always asking, Joe, what do you do when there's no truck shows? I shuffle trucks from Red Devil. So this is a 589 of ours that somebody just got out of. We call it a new hire clean, so they detail the inside of it, wash the outside of it. So we're going to run it back. But we brought this girl, which is a little sneak peek there, down here. We're going to come back in the pickup and move it over to polish bay, and they're going to polish it up a little bit. So let's go. Meat flipped. That's right. We took cotton candy and flipped them. And that's it right there. So this is going to a guy that's been here for a long time. It's kind of his anniversary, big anniversary truck. We've done a few extra things to this one for him and a few more to come. This truck's gonna be on the road in the next 2 weeks or so. But yeah, there she is. So what have we been doing in the background of all these shows and all these roads to everywhere? This has also been going on. Lots of phone calls made, lots of visits with Rush, Peterbilt, Steve, and me to get to this point. But yeah, it's here, and there's a couple others here. We're gonna be doing full photo shoots on these, which I'll show you some of that process. I'll be doing all that tomorrow. So we brought that one up here. We're gonna run this one back. So let's go. Got us all detailed up here from the Red Devil. So this is ready for somebody new. Also, in the meantime, what are we doing here? They said they have something for us. Let's go look at it. Tracy, what are we going to look at?
10-load oval.
Let's go check them out. All right, so what do we have right here? This is the custom set of trailer wheels to go on the new Barrett to match the brown truck. Freshly cut, boys. Freshly cut. So you already know I'm always saying I find cool shit from back in the day. That is a diesel, boys, and she is clean. One of the boys at JTX here rocks this little unit. Super clean little pickup. I don't want to show all of it because I don't know if he wants me showing it off, but anyway, thing's bad. B-A-D-D. All right, let's go do something else. All right, guys and gals. So, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit stressful. And to make that a little bit more clear, trying to think how I even want to really, at what level I want to take this to. But basically, for the most part, we've ordered parts. We try to deal in a close-knit group of people, but some people just continue to drop the ball. And really, it's like third-party people. And, you know, I just want to tell those people like, hey, you know, I can go direct. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to cut all you middle people out. But if you tell me something, I'm not the guy that calls up, and I'm not saying we've never done it, but we're really not the people that call up and go, hey man, we need these parts by Friday, figure it out. Months ahead, I call and talk about parts and, hey, you know, we're trying to do this project, and what do you think about this? Is this possible? If you tell me something's possible in 2 days, you need to do it, or you need to either be calling and saying, hey, there's a problem. But anyway, today, a lot of people pissed me off, and hey, I just told them, hey, you know what? No problem. And I had enough of today. So that being said, these things are out of my control. What can I control? I probably need to, some of it could be my fault. So I decided to take a little breather this evening. So we are not doing truck stuff. I am gonna restring this guitar right here. And I'm going to enjoy doing it. I'm gonna put a new set of strings on it. And this is something that has nothing to do with trucking, and I'm just gonna kind of turn trucking off for a little bit. I am gonna edit some videos tonight. But before I do that, I'm gonna string this guitar. So complete side note, but I'm trying to shoot a lot of content for you for this particular segment because there's just so much going on. I mean, we've got about a 9-day window here to get stuff done. It's gonna be a busy ass 9 days. So anyway, the 589 stuff in the background's been a big headache. It's all simple stuff. I'm going to talk about it. I'll shoot some videos on that, but it's the smallest things that aren't small, if that makes sense. So there's so much time and communication, and then it's just like there's lack of communication, even though we tried to communicate. So it's just kind of figuring all that stuff out. It is a ever-growing process. So anyway, just wanted to do a little shout out, clearing my head this evening. We're gonna buckle down and actually tune in here and get to putting these strings on right quick. So yeah, we're gonna listen to a podcast and put strings on the guitar. So let's get it. All right, so it is a foggy morning because my camera's all fogged up. All right, so flipped in the house, white with black frame truck, black with black out, black with red frame, blacked out. Getting them washed. We're fixing to do a photo shoot. Matt's already on the hook. we're just waiting to get up here, get them washed, and do a little photo shoot like we normally do here. We'll get some rollers. We got a driver with us today, so we can do 2 at one time. So yeah, we're gonna knock these out. That's what we're doing. This is Tuesday, July the 1st. Wednesday, July the 1st. We also had something thrown on our plate. There's a truck in Arkansas that needs to be picked up, so we're gonna go get it in Hope, which is only about 2.5 hours away, so not too bad, but we're gonna go do that this afternoon. So some of the stuff we're doing in between time. Loaded videos all morning for the YouTube of the Oskaloosa show. Have most of that in place. So we're moving up. I gotta move up. Here we go. Let's just look at these girls for a minute. This one has some special stuff on it. I'm gonna get to it, do a special segment on it. But this one here, pretty much normal thing. We're running the new headlights, Roadworks bumpers, Roadworks Mini Hero, or not Mini Heroes, Hero watermelons, 12 gauge panels for the breather. We're doing the 7 cab lights. That's kind of the configuration we normally run. And sweeper visors from semi-casual. We're running the Lincoln stack covers. So we kind of decided to not run full stacks this time. So we have the Peterbilt warranted stack, which is a different cover on it, and lifetime def cap cover on it. We didn't paint tanks this time. We kept it kind of simple. This particular truck did get blacked out rims. I was kind of on the fence about it, but it really pops with the red. So it actually looks pretty dang good, but this is something one of the drivers wanted. Bruner boxes on the back here. Pretty much normal stuff for us. T-bar and lifetime step plates back here. So yeah, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Notably, right off the bat, this has a different set of stack tops in it. That's a set of Lincoln stack tops. So we're doing a lot of stuff with Lincoln, and that was just kind of a test run of doing something different. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get them in line, get them washed up, do a full photo shoot video with this shortly. Guys and gals, you already know we're out here on location. We got Jaron to help us out today. We got Kel from JTX hanging out back here. That son of a bitch is tall. I mean, that yellow pole beside him is 7 foot. So you can see how much taller he is down the pole. Quite a bit. Anyway, he couldn't make it in the NBA, so he had to come to work at JTX. You can see we are shooting badass pictures. We got one Southern truck there, one Southern truck there. So Red Devil got us caught up, cleaned up. Let's check it out. What were you saying about my ass?
Well, you said I was calling it fat, but I was just calling you an ass.
He kept pointing at his ass and telling me to do stuff, and I didn't really like it. And I'm thinking about talking to HR about it.
I am HR. He's very.
Oh, he is HR.
I am the JTX HR.
Yeah. So what are we about to do? Get some badass pictures?
Yeah, we're going to get these bad boys together and snap some photos.
Guys and gals, it is Thursday morning. We are going today to measure a spot for a truck that is going to be displayed sometime in November, if it'll fit. So we've got to drive over by Dallas. We're going to jump in a company pickup and do that. I'm driving over here right now to see about that. We brought a couple parts to test fit on the new 589s, see what we thought about them, making a game plan on those. So let's go here and see what's up. So guys and gals, we should stop here all the time. This is in Van, Texas, the Farmhouse, a family restaurant. Used to be banging, haven't been here in a while. They kind of have truck parking. There's a Love's next door, so you can get in here with the truck. That's why we used to come here. Anyway, we're gonna go check it out and see if they still got it. I'm sure they do. All right, so it turns out they do still have it. Breakfast was good at the Farmhouse in Van, Texas. I figured they was, or they wouldn't be in business anymore. So anyway, we're gonna go over here and check out the rest of this trip. Let's go. It'll be many months down the road before this actually comes to fruition, actually in November. But we're doing a PGA. We're at the PGA in Frisco. You can see right here, people golfing. Very nice facility. I haven't actually been here before, but they're having an event and they want a semi at it. So we're bringing one down. And it's gonna be parked right in here somewhere. So we're measuring. They wanted just to check heights. There's actually nothing we need to worry about, but we brought a height pole with us. You can see in the golf cart right there to check heights, and we measured some stuff. We needed to measure widths and stuff like that. But anyway, we can get in here, no problem. So, but they just wanted us to come look at it. So we came out here today to come and look at it. Where are the shadows at? There we go. That's maybe better. But anyway, yeah, Frisco. We're in Frisco, basically. If you're familiar with the venue, very nice place. So yeah, we came down here today to check all that out and make sure we could get in and out, which we can. So we're good. Took a little time out of our day today, but it's going to be a neat event. This is something that they had called and asked us to help them do. So we're going to make it happen. So anyway. All right, so it is July the 3rd, Friday. We're waiting on some parts to come in for this girl. Parts ordering has become just an absolute nightmare, to be honest with you. Basically, screw everybody. Not everybody. Some people are taking care of business, but a lot of people aren't. And it is very aggravating, and we will not be doing business with those people in the future. If I have to jump through hoops to do business with you, we'll go somewhere else, man. We're too big a company to be. I have no time for that. My time has been severely stretched this week with a lot of companies, and come Monday morning, July 6th, I think is what that would be. Some people are getting phone calls. That's all there is to it. There's no reason. I start these projects months ahead of time, so that there's time, and every time I'm just getting kicked in the mouth. So we're not going to be doing that no more. Anyway, we got some new stuff coming from Roadworks for this. There isn't one of the new CD brackets. Yeah. Anyway, we're just checking some stuff out. This is Willie's new truck. This is flipped. You'll be seeing some more stuff about it. So. Right, guys and gals, pretty dead day at Southern. You can see the office is off today. It is July 3rd, Friday, July 3rd. So we are getting ready to shoot a couple videos of this truck, which we're going to drop this evening. I feel like everybody's having a cookup. So this is a tactic. So everybody's kind of having a cookout tonight. Maybe they're hanging around for July 4th. Tomorrow I'm going to drop a little more patriotic type video / picture. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. We're going to do a real quick walk around on this video on this. So. Alright, guys and gals, I'm going to show you something that's really cool that we do most of the big holidays, but especially something like 4th of July. Southern Lifter and Hoisting, that's where we're at the home. Southern Lifter and Hoisting, this is where we keep the show trucks. Check it out. American flag on display all weekend up in the air. Really cool. Southern Lifter and Hoisting, sister company to Southern Transport. A little bit closer look for y'all. You can see, right out here by the road, got a unit set up. So what I'm thinking is, I didn't know they'd actually done this. I hadn't been over here. Maybe we pull heavy artillery right here in the morning. Or maybe even finagle it right in here somewhere. Probably. Could get it in right here. Maybe even park it just underneath the flag. But anyway, really cool. Something we do pretty regular. Guys are very patriotic. So. All right, so we went to the other shop. Grabbed tools, grabbed everything we needed to install stuff in this truck to finish it up, stick the adhesive parts in. I brought alcohol prep cleaner to clean it. And the parts are not here. They were supposed to deliver at 10:30. I had these parts expedited. Extremely aggravating. I mean, who knows? Maybe they get here Monday, maybe they get here Tuesday. I don't know with the 4th of July. I just don't understand. I don't understand how it's so hard to get packages when I can order stuff off of Amazon and it'll be here the next day. I don't understand how some people have systems in place and other places just can't ship stuff to save their lives. I mean, it cannot. I will say that this particular location is absolutely horrible for it. I mean, stuff literally leaves Fort Worth and goes to Shreveport, passes right by here to go to a facility to come back. No wonder UPS is broke. You know what I mean? Or United States Postal Service. Well, this is UPS. This is a UPS package. But anyway, it is unbelievable how hard it is to get stuff to this location. So anyway, whatever. I guess I'm going back home. I can't do anything today. So, guys and gals, it is July 4th. What are we doing, you ask? Well, we slept in a little bit. Cooked breakfast at home, something don't get to do very often. I love to eat breakfast out, but I also like to cook breakfast. So, Yeah. Now, before anybody tears me apart about the squeaky brakes, I have brand new brakes. Apparently, these year models of F-150s commonly have a little brake squeak to them from people I've talked to. So, anyway. So we are going to go to the Southern Lifting and Hoisting Shop. If you've looked at social medias at this point, you've seen the video. The crane's up. They've got a flag up. We're very patriotic here. The boys usually set something up for display. I thought, wouldn't it be nice if heavy artillery was parked underneath it? So we're going to go move heavy artillery underneath it. It's about 9 a.m. and then we'll just leave it there all day till tomorrow. At the last two events, heavy got just a little bit dirty, so it's not like it's going to get dirty. So we're going to go park it up. We're going to do a TikTok live from there. I usually get pretty popping in the mornings. So we'll go do TikTok live right quick. And that's what we're doing, July 4th. I have plenty of stuff I could be doing. I don't have the parts, so I'm kind of on kill. I can't do anything. There's always a few things I can do, so we might fiddle around with those today at the other shop. But for the most part, we're kind of shot in the foot. All right, so guys and gals, here we are. We did some TikTok living for quite a few hours. Actually, a lot of people on today. Here's the flag set up, and you can see we got heavy artillery just parked out here. Doesn't look that great with all the trailers and everything around, but a few people will notice it. There she is, set up right underneath the crane, right underneath the flag. So we did what we came to do. There she is, doing the work. It's very hot today, so now we're gonna go figure out what we're gonna do with the rest of our day. Kind of put a game plan together. Anyway, hope you have an absolutely happy 4th of July. Would love to be doing lots of other stuff, just don't have the parts, so kind of at a standstill for the moment. You can see the truck, you can see the flag. So our work here's done for now anyway. All right, let's go. All right, so a storm's blowing in. You can see it behind me here. The truck's over there where it's way more clear, but we're gonna go put heavy artillery up. It's out underneath the display. As you can remember, today's Sunday, July 5th. So we're gonna go grab it right quick so it doesn't get stormed on, rained on. Rain wouldn't hurt it, probably wash the dust off of it, but who knows how bad the storm's gonna be. It is July 4th-ish time, so anyway, we're just gonna go put it up and be safe. Let's go grab it. There she is. You can see the storm in the background. Flag's up there above us, but we're gonna crank her up and put her back in the building. Mainly just so that we don't get any other more, it wouldn't hurt the paint to wash. There's a little bit of dust on it, but that way we don't splash up no mud on the tires and that kind of thing. Somebody did not dispose of their Red Bull properly. We'll pick that up, keep the yard clean. Anyway, we're gonna crank her up and get her ready to move. All right, guys and gals, it is July the 6th, right? Monday, July the 6th. Some people are on the chopping block today. They're getting chopped. They don't know it, but they're getting a phone call today. We've been on the phone with Peterbilt this morning, handling a couple of issues we have with some trucks. We installed a couple parts. We're waiting on one part, which was 2-day shipping, and it ain't gonna make it in 4. No added or updated information on it, but supposedly it's gonna be here by 10:30, so we'll see. The CB bracket's what we're waiting on. I'll flip this around and show you some of that. All right, so CB bracket will go right there where this visor goes. I've shown this before, but you remove the factory little visor here, and those 2 screws right there is where the mounts up. And then we will unfortunately have to drill a hole for the power cords to come through because these didn't get ordered correctly, where the power is already below here. We fixed that issue as well. But yeah, these trucks are very weird. They have a metal plate in the top up here, and you cannot get wires from there down to there. How that little wire gets in there is unknown to me, but it does somehow. But you cannot figure out how to do that. So trust me, I've tried. So easiest way is to drill a hole through the plastic into the deal, but we want to get the mount in there so we know where to put the hole to run the CB wires through. And then this will get a full den size CB up there. We had these parts made by Lifetime. We're a little on the fence on the color. I mean, Lifetime did exactly what I said. I just thought that this color would match this truck a little bit better, but we decided it doesn't look bad. We decided to go ahead and run them. So we've got the Lifetime brake knobs in with the custom Southern logo etched into it. The piece there. We decided to not run a dash panel on this one, and then we have the 2 panels for up there, so we have one that'll block that off completely, and then we have this one here which will be branded with Southern. I'm not putting those in right now because that's going to come out when they do the CB work. So also we have this light out right here. So we had a gift certificate from Valley Chrome that I've been holding for a while. It was about to expire, so I ordered a bunch of these plates. Now I don't normally run Spare Time Fab, but I ordered some of these plates. So it has room for a switch right here, you can see. Right here, and then your watermelon would go right there. I'm assuming that these would just go up here basically and kind of mount like so. You're gonna have to screw a couple holes. We got these for free basically, so I ordered as many as we could get. I'm gonna hand them out to the drivers. If they want to go through the trouble to build them and rig them up, then that's on them. But I think we're probably gonna throw a set in this truck here, just to doll it up a little bit. But I have a bunch of these, so generally I would run the Spare Time Fab kit, which would come pre-wired with the plug that just plug and play. I think they use some clips maybe to hold themselves in there mounting wise, but for these we'll probably just drill a couple holes. I'm not big on drilling holes in a brand new truck, but if it's something that's going to stay there and it's going to look nice, we'll grab a couple of nice looking stainless screws and put in it. So anyway, that's the idea behind it. Trucks also makes a replacement light that just snaps right in there, plug and play. That's pretty cool. That does a bunch of different colors. But anyway, we're basically replacing that light there with this plate and a watermelon. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. We are in line to get washed. We're going to get washed, and then about 10 o'clock. It's about 9 now, but about 10 o'clock, they're going to come and shoot some social media. We're going to do a full rig rundown on this thing while we have the camera guy here, and we're also going to do some rollers and some pictures of this unit. So this is flipped. For anybody that doesn't know, I 100% flipped the colors of cotton candy, and so this is what you got: a turquoise truck with a traffic purple frame. So sweeper visor from the inside, if you're wondering what those look like. We used to paint the backs of them. Well, we used to paint the whole visor. We're kind of doing a thing now where we're not painting anything. So that's what it looks like in the raw deliverable installable form. But yeah, 589. This is a we got the Lifetime pedals in here. This is a 72-inch bunk. We've been ordering the double bunks because some of the drivers like to store stuff back there. So we did the window deletes. We're not running windows anymore because we have the headache rack back there. It's a cost to do those for one, and you couldn't see anything out of it anyway. And if you don't run the window, you get this cool piece that I think looks pretty good. The wood and the big Peterbilt emblem I think is kind of cool. I'm not a fan of double bunks because in my opinion after a while they start to rattle, but the guys like to throw their extra stuff up there, so whatever. But yeah, 72-inch 589 sleeper. We get them with this pocket up here deleted up top, so you can set a makes a little shelf so you can set a microwave up there. All of our trucks have inverters in them. Refrigerator down here. So it's not like you haven't seen a 589. I've done videos on it before, but this is flipped and we are in line to get washed. We're not really dirty at all. We just have some dust and some water up here on the hood, and since we're taking pictures we want to look good, so we're gonna do a full wash, towel dry, we'll probably retire shine just a little bit and make it perfect for the videos. All right, so that gets us back to here. Yeah, just waiting in line. We're gonna get washed up. We're gonna talk to this driver whether he wants to put this light in or not, and if he does, I'll try to build a kit. I'll get what he needs to build the kit. I probably have enough stuff over at my other shop to do it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, see you down the road or somewhere sooner. All right, so here she is, guys and gals, flip the 2027. We call it flip because we flip the colors from cotton candy. So this one is turquoise with the traffic purple frame. Cotton candy was traffic purple with the turquoise frame. So really love the way this one turned out. They were spec'd out different, you know, Cotton Candy's a winch truck. This one is obviously a 4-axle heavy haul. This is one of what I call a heavy spec. So it's got 52K rears on it, 72-inch sleeper. Pretty much the run-of-the-mill 589s like we run. So we did 7 cab lights again. We did 7 grill bars on this one. We've never done that, just stock grill bars, just added some to it. Roadworks bumper, of course, Roadworks Hero, watermelons everywhere. Lincoln chrome guards on this one with Lincoln top stacks. You can't get anything but miter or a turnout from the factory. We like to run stovepipe, so we did a Lincoln top. Really happy with the way those turn out. So, or turned out, not turnout. So you get what I'm saying. Anyway, there she is. We did some stuff on the inside. Other than that, nothing really special. I'll show a couple things off to you that we did that are special. Guys and gals, Truck Show Joe here. I've talked about him. This is Willie. Willie, tell us who you are.
Willie Fan Troy.
Yeah. How long you worked here?
15 years Southern Transport.
15 years of Southern Transport.
Yes,
What do
sir.
you do for us?
I do a lot of the heavy hauls and whatever else they got going on.
Yeah. Kind of whatever they want, you make it happen, right?
I try to.
Yeah.
At most times, yes.
So after all this time, you're getting a brand new, not your first brand new one, but kind of a special one.
Yeah, it's kind of like one that I like to have. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He wanted something a little different. I feel like this one's a little different.
Yeah, more different. Different.
So this is flipped, and it's going to Willie. You saw it here first. Guys, what are we doing here?
Photo shoot.
Photo shoot. Kel, what's your position right now in the photo shoot? Supervisor? Supervisor. What do you, how do you feel like it's going on a scale from 1 to 10? 10? Oh yeah, really, there you go. Shout out to Truck. I don't know who he is, but I'm sure he's nice. What about you, Matt? How do you feel like, let's get down here on this level. How do you feel like this is going here?
I feel like you're working to death.
Working you to death. Would you say that the heat index is somewhere around 400 degrees?
Yes.
I agree, 400 degrees.
I could be sitting in my office right now.
You could be sitting in your office, but let's be honest, it's more fun out here. Show y'all a couple of the little touches we did. So we're running the lifetime step panels back here, or step plates. And then to just kind of match that motif, we went up here to the steps and had them custom cut us some little rubber, the little rubber inlay pieces for the steps to match, which also matches lifetime dev cap cover, which also matches the lifetime panels that we put in it. So some kind of cool stuff there that we did. Red Devil got us polished up, shined up. Really happy with this unit. I'm sure Peterbilt Steve did a video on it. Check that out. Check his version out. So sweeper visors, we're running on all these now. 12 gauge and then 12 gauge breather panels. So. I was hoping me and him, I'm getting Willie to come out. I was hoping we could stand right here and just kind of talk about it. When he gets out here. You see he's coming. We can do this part though. Wherever you want me at. Where down you? Hey, I'm just going to talk about the truck right quick. We'll do that, and then when Willie comes out, we're going to shoot another part with the YouTube part of it. Or I might have you shoot 2 phones or whatever. We live, we kicking. Guys and gals, Truck Show Joe here. Meet flip. We flipped the colors on Cotton Candy. So instead of traffic purple with a turquoise frame, you have a turquoise truck with the traffic purple frame. This is kind of the first special one of the year. It's going to a special driver. So we did a couple more things. We're running Roadworks bumpers just like before, Roadworks watermelons. We got the 7 stock grill bars. We added some to it to match the cab lights. We always run 7 cab lights. Sweeper visor from 12 gauge, 12 gauge breather panels. Pretty much running the mill on everything else. Did a couple special things on this one with lifetime, and then especially with Lincoln Chrome. This is the first set of stack guards we're running, and so we're running stock exhaust with the new stack guards, and then new stack tops on this one. Because from Peterbilt, you can only get miter cuts or turnouts, and we like the stovepipe. So this is the first set that we're testing for them, checking them out, see how they're going to work. We really like the look of it. But there she is. Check her out. All right, guys and gals, you can see it rained. Actually, it looks rainy, but it hasn't rained. I've been inside there. So nothing really wrong on anybody's part, but we had to fix a couple things. Learning as we go with the 589s, as stuff's ever changing. We had to rig up some stuff. We needed an extra switch. We didn't have an extra switch, even though there's plenty of extra switches in there. That's something you kind of got to do at the factory now. Oversight, we kind of missed that we were going to need that, so we're having to rig up a couple things. But we got it going our way now. But it did get very hot inside the deal. Mechanics are working on it. They don't like to be on camera. So that's what we're doing today, Monday, working on this 589, trying to get it ready to hit the road. It's kind of a special truck. So as you've seen by now, you've already seen the videos on that. So anyway, we're going to finish that. We shot media this morning. We're doing this truck. Once we get this truck done, my life allegedly gets easier. Still waiting to hear about our cow trailer up in Oklahoma. Need to check in on that. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. All right, it is Tuesday, January the 6th, 7th, I think. Flip's in here. I'll show you the CB bracket later. Me and Willie here, and we're gonna take that pickup and go pick up the brown truck in Henderson at East Texas Truck Collision. So let's go do that. All right, there she is. Let's look at it a little bit closer. I'm super happy with everything. Let me show you what we did. So we changed to this style breather. Reasons for that we've already talked about. We got the straps now. We did away with our screen. It didn't really match. We're running the Devo tops. We shortened these panels up here. Painted these right here just for a little bit of contrast. And this little dude right here changed the whole look of the whole truck. Now that was just rubber and it just didn't blend right. So they did an excellent job matching this paint. Super happy with how it turned out. All right, so we got her cranked up. We're gonna take her. We got one more step to do. We got to put an air compressor on this. We're having some trouble with it. We figured out now that we think maybe that's what's pushing the oil out of the engine. And we've been having, all of a sudden it started not building up air very well. So we're gonna try that out. So we're headed to do that. We got to drop some parts off. They knocked it out of the park here at East Texas Truck Collision. Heath and his whole team, thank you so much. Y'all nailed it. It's exactly what it needed to be. We're at the other shop. We're gonna get an air compressor put on. We're hoping that fixes some of our problems, but here she is, finished out, so you can see her kind of outside of the shop. Love it from the front. This is the best view right here. The extra little piece of chrome here just pops. The way that it shows off a little bit of the cab because these are dropped down more. You can see the headlight bezels we painted. Little on the fence on it. Maybe those should have been brown because this is brown, but I'm gonna see how I like it. We're gonna do a few shows with it. Could always change those super fast. It is a nice contrast though there. Another thing, you can see our pinstripe now. You can see it all the way down. So we did ran the Four States, big shout out to Four States for getting these panels to us in time. We did have to chop them a little bit to fit these breathers. Those particular panels do force you to run the Devos at a little bit different angle. I usually put them to the front, but these are having to be out to the side, but I kind of almost like that. It's different than other people's. So, but yeah, when you get off out here, you can see this pinstripe follows all the way now. It's not broke up by the breather. So I'm digging it. There you go. All right, guys, you can see we're missing a part. Unfortunately, untimely. This air compressor took a shit. So we're gonna get an ugly blue one for a little bit. We'll try to fix that down the road, but we're hoping that fixes our problem. It's definitely gonna fix our air compressor problem. Mechanics, again, don't wanna be on camera, so we're keeping them in the dark. Yeah, here's what it looks like, hands on. So we're gonna get that one, which is kind of ugly, but we'll make it work. You think anybody will believe me when I tell them we custom painted this to be teal and brown to match the towels that are inside the cab? So we have all the brown fittings. Anyway, out with the old, in with the new. They're about to drop that in there and we'll be back on the road. All right, we are in the meeting room. This is cool. Peterbilt, Rush Tulsa built that for us. There's some cool pictures in here of some trucks, like that one, and that one right there. Anyway, this is the meeting room. I don't get in here a lot, admittedly, but today we're gonna do a little meeting with Rush, going over some stuff. They're gonna call any minute, so we're just waiting on their call. We have a little list of notes here, and we're gonna go over some stuff with them. So meeting room today. Brown truck is back. You saw they're doing the air compressor on it. So we're real close to winding this particular 4th of July special up. Hoping to post it in the next couple of days before we head out. So probably tonight, maybe, hopefully. But anyway, in the meeting room, there's a screen there if you're really cool and you know how to work it. You can put stuff up there and that kind of thing. I don't know how to do all that. So anyway, cool, let's go. When I'm talking about our guys want to run big radios, this is what I'm talking about. So this is a Ranger RCI 99N2, looks like. But you can see it has the heat sink on the bottom. So this is a big power radio. If you want to run those, they don't fit up there. So you need this bracket here, which we've installed. It goes right in the screws where the little sun visor goes. And you can see they're actually running some heavy power wires up here and they're going to drop those through right up there. Well, you can see where they've already done that. Only downside to that is you do have to drill a hole for your coax and everything to run through. But we got our lifetime pieces in here. This also has the lifetime pedals over there. So anyway, they've got this roof out, finishing that job up. So But if you want to run one of these, you need this bracket. There's two versions. This is a dumbed down version. There's also a version with watermelons in it. So. Happened to catch these guys rigging down. This is something else we do right here. Pole trucks. Now he's ready to go to work. He just hooked that trailer up. Set up, good to go. Miami Vice out here chilling. Driver's off duty. Be back soon. Just kind of kicking around the yard here. Since we're out here just showing trucks off, this is I love this color. And I don't know what it is, but I'm fixing to look in the glove box and find out. I've always kind of liked the truck. It looks white at night. It's definitely a minty. It's definitely some kind of mint. So another work truck in here getting the oil change. Brown truck over there still getting air compressor put on it. Everybody's at lunch right now. So, all right, so that's diamond green with the mint green frame. So I'm keeping this video for future references. Diamond green is the color. This truck here has a little different visor on it. I do kind of like this little small bow tie. Another one of our work trucks in here. Check it out. The pressure's on, they're just topping it off with water. Well, we didn't make it out before it rained, but there's you look over in the rain. We're on the cement so we don't get dirty. They're testing me. Once again, out of my control. It started raining, so now we have to drive through all that. But better yet, we got to wait for the roads to dry. When does that happen? I don't know. But we did pull up here on the concrete, so tires and stuff aren't really getting dirty. Yes, guys, I try to stay out of the rain. We've got hours and hours in cleaning this thing that can just be trashed in a few minutes. It just doesn't make sense. So anyway, there she is. We ran over to JTX. One more little step that's going to come down the road. We're not going to get to change the trailer wheels right now. We don't have our trailer back, but we've made the decision. Maybe we're just going to show up at Iowa 80 a little late. I've taken into consideration all the provisions for that. I talked to Iowa 80. They're fine with us coming late. We won't be judged, but that's fine with us. We don't really care about that. So probably going to show up at Iowa 80 on Friday. They said they would still park us, and then we'll go to Jay's the next week. So not getting to do some of the upgrades I wanted to do to the trailer. So that's going to be a down the road segment. But as you can see, a little storm blew through, lightning. It's kind of lightening up now, but it was kind of dark like that. And came pretty good little rain for just a minute there. So we'll let that just dissipate and let the roads get back dry, and we'll take this thing and put it in the barn for the night and get ready to figure out what our plan is for tomorrow. So yeah, let's go check out Flipped inside the CB. We're almost done with it. So all right, guys, there it is, completely installed. So you can see, you can get your big ass radio in there with this mount. You see how the mount's in there. So we've worked with them extensively on rigging this up to have this hole so you can get in and tighten your screws up. And they also slotted this so it can be forward or back. If you scoot it back a little bit more, you get more room with your track and your curtains here. Before, the radio stuck out a little bit too far and you couldn't use your curtains. So we got them to scoot it back a little bit and get this hole to easier access the back screw if you use the back screw. That's what it looks like. And now this hole's not being used and we can dummy these out and just have full blank covers in there. So there you go. That's what she looks like. They did a good job getting her done. Guys and gals, this is pretty much winding down to the end of the 4th of July special. We're way past 4th of July. Still haven't heard anything about the cow trailer, so we're up in arms on that, waiting for a word. But it rained. We're letting the rain dissipate, get off the road, let the roads dry. We'll drop the brown truck back, put it up. It's done. And we're going to run and get a haircut, get our ears lowered, get our beards trimmed. So we're going to do that right quick, and then we'll come back, move the brown truck over there, try to edit this video tonight. I have most of it already done, so I think I can do it pretty fast. Speed a few clips up, adjust volumes, and add some music to a couple clips, and I think we're done. And then we'll be on the road to Iowa 80. That'll be a little bit shorter version than what we normally do, but yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're gonna get to doing that. We're gonna run over here right quick to my guy, Gentleman's Barbershop over here. I guess that'd be considered Kilgore. Anyway, get him to level us up a little bit. I'm thinking about trimming a little deeper into my beard than normal. I've been losing some beard, so I don't know. I'm gonna ask him what he thinks. I kind of just go over there and say, hey man, make me look cool. So we'll see what he says. He's the guy. He does it every day. Why would I tell him what to do? He's gonna do Anyway, saw the 589 bracket. I think we've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's and got this video to where it's in a real good spot to end it. So anyway, we'll go get our ears trimmed, come back, check out those parts, end it today, edit tonight, on the air tonight. Hopefully live, in action. We'll see you down the road or somewhere sooner. All right. My face got trimmed up, took a little bit off the beard. I just let him run, edit. He always does me right. Gentleman's Barbershop. I guess this could be considered Kilgore. It's at the corner of 1252 and 42. Anyway, we're going to get back at it. Put this back on. Look like an American. Yeah, let's go back, see if we can't move this truck to the barn and kill this video. This will be the end. All right, so Flip's going to work tomorrow. She's done. Let's check her out. How so? Do I turn it down and then just kill it? All right, so we're back at the other barn. We're gonna come back, finish a few things on it, but basically we're done here, guys. She's back. New air compressor seems to be working better. I feel like my air pressure is better, but anyway, here we go. Here, I wanted to show y'all is this right here. So these vents look nice, but they're just very floppy and whatever. So you can see here, we've changed over to the stock style vent, which we have right here, which you can still get from Peterbilt. They're expensive as hell, but then we snap the lifetime covers on. So we're gonna be changing those out. All right, so one last thing, these little screws right here. These screws are perfect to fit into our housings, but the head of them's a little too big and it actually got into the glass and cracked the glass. So I'm gonna go try to find something this size with a little bit different, smaller head on it. Hopefully the stainless steel or chrome section, I think these are stainless, so maybe the chrome screw section has something with a little smaller head on it. Anyway, we're gonna try to fix that. Other than that, we're done. We're gonna go home, do clothes, pack up and get ready. I did hear from Barrett. They think they have the trailer squared away now, so we're gonna go pick it up tomorrow. So really need to decide in the next couple hours how fast we get to Walcott, whether we make the show officially or just make the show. I honestly don't care about the judging. I know I've said that a few times, but I really don't. I don't really like their show on the judging side of things. I'm not talking crap about it. It's just they do things a little differently there. So I really don't care if I'm in the judging or not. But I guess if we went and we got judged and we won, I wouldn't be mad about that either. So I guess we got to make a decision on what we're doing about that. So, all right, guys, we went and grabbed the screws to the hardware store, got them installed. Lights are back up and running, and the glass is not broke now. We ran around that whole time with that one lens cracked, so worked out. But anyway, now it's right. To do it right, I need to go grab 8 more screws or 4 more screws, match the backs to the fronts because the head doesn't match. But anyway, we're done. I'm calling this the end of it. Y'all let me know what you do or don't like about these things. Do you want me to do less talking, more filming? I'm gonna go home and edit this up right now. You know, the volume's still good on my end. I've had people complain about the volumes on some things. I do need to be admittedly wearing a mic some of the times. That's just more stuff I gotta carry, so I can kind of just shoot it across the board on the phone. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of extra work doing this YouTube stuff, so if y'all don't, and I don't really see any comments, maybe I'm gonna start doing less of it. I don't know. It's a lot of extra work for me. But I feel like it's really good informational content for the most part, and I do kind of speed everything up so you're not just blah, 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 blah. But anyway, let me know what you do or don't like. What do you want to see more of? What parts do you like? What parts do you not like? anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. This journey started way back. We've got all the stuff pretty much done to the brown truck we wanted to do. It's allegedly done at this point. Obviously, by putting the air compressor on there, it just seems like there's always something now we need to paint that air compressor. But other than that, we're going to keep on keeping on, and hopefully go grab this trailer tomorrow. Down the road, we'll do the mods to the trailer that we've already had set up. I just didn't get it back in time to do that for this trip. So hopefully now my main goal would be semi-casual. We're going to try to be squared away for semi-casual show. But we're going to go either make it in time for the show or make it in time to just be at the show at Iowa 80. That's where you can see us next. There'll be a short little version of, I may just put it all together, Iowa 80, and do the trip there and everything together. That makes sense, actually. So no road to Iowa 80, you just get the 4th special. So, for this 4th special, signing out, we're checking out, we're done. Y'all have a great evening. We'll see you down the road or somewhere sooner.